the starters for the Wizards. We've got Johnson. He's out there with Koulibaly. Sarr out there with Keyshawn George. And it's Champagnie in at the four-man position. And for Cleveland, we've got Allen. Mitchell is out there with Harden. Then there's Wade. And it's Tyson in at the small forward position. So Cleveland will get the first possession. You know, these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
Here's Sarr, and Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
Here's Tyson, jacks up a three. The rebound by Champagnie. Johnson outside. Pass to Champagnie. Now Sarr. Johnson outside. Three-pointer, and he's good on the three ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Mitchell. He had 35 points last game out. Cleveland moving it around. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Mitchell.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Here's George. Last game we saw him score 13. From 13, again the Wizards score.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
Well, the key is to take what the defense allows. That is smart basketball.
Mitchell outside. They set the pick from past the arc. Rebound, Washington.
Still trying to find their rhythm offensively. Just 1 for 4 so far.
Pass to Sarr. Johnson surveying the floor. Shot clock at 6. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
Well, it's early, but I love their offensive game plan to this point.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. The shot that time, not on target.
That's a tough start for them offensively. Now just 1 for 5 from the field. They've got to find their groove.
So, Tim, the District of Columbia and the Wizards reaching a deal to keep them in D.C. through 2050.
Along with a project to expand the arena complex, create an entertainment district, and implement safety and transportation upgrades. Really exciting stuff.
Wade from outside. Johnson with the rebound. Wizards leading by 6. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trey Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to his shot, regardless of what the defense throws at him. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level as his own.
And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003, soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
And he knocks down the first one. Jim, this is going to hit home, and I'm sorry about it, but it's going on 5 decades since the Washington Wizards have enjoyed a 50-win season.
Kevin, you're breaking my heart. A couple generations have passed. So if this rebuild requires some patience, fans in the DMV are saying, what's a few more years?
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And the NBA starting break to enter the 3rd act of the regular season. A lot of teams looking for that extra gear right now.
Yeah, some fans might think that everything is decided at this point of the season, but there's a lot of games left and nothing is written in stone.
Now, here's Johnson. 10 points for him. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And so Allen will bring it up now for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 8-point game. They went to Washington for their last meeting with the Wizards, and they came out with a win.
Yeah, they really snuffed that one out. Didn't execute all that well. Fortunate to walk away with the W.
Well, it's a good sign for a team to win when they're not at their best. That shows great resolve.
Here's Champagny. He has yet to score. Johnson inside, guarded by Harden. Johnson. And that one is good.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Mitchell outside. Back to Harden. Lays it up off the glass. Harden's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
He's been on fire since the beginning of this game, particularly when you look at the high percentage shots he's getting.
Back to Johnson. Over Harden. Another miss by Johnson. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Pass to Tyson. Lets it go from deep. Harden's shot is off. Here's Washington now. They're on a 14-6 run. Harden against Johnson. The 8-footer makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
And staying with the play, Allen.
A superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel for how to get positioning helps big time.
Here's Sarr. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Miami.
But he also had an impact as a facilitator, generating offense for others.
Now here's Allen, trailing here by 8. Harden the pass to Allen. Now Mitchell. Over Koulibaly. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
After drawing contact, Mitchell shows great body control to finish.
And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
So it's Washington now, leading by 5. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another, really the story of the game.
Well, let's give their opponents some credit for sensing that and putting him away. They were completely dominated. Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Here's Tyson. He had 10 points in the win against Sacramento.
Well, he also did a great job on the glass, and it made a big difference.
Now here's Harden. 7-point differential. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries, shooting 50%.
And what control from Harden inside, adjusting his shot perfectly for that short-range make.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Okay, crowd, here comes your Cleveland Cavaliers Screen Team.
Sam Merrill, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Dennis Schroeder comes in for James Harden. With it. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Here's Champagnie. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Wizards lead by 7.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to Tyson. They set the screen. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Koulibaly's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Sarr in the post from 11 feet away. The rebound by Merrill. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Cleveland moving the ball around. Pass to Tyson. Now Merrill hasn't made one yet. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 16. Shot from the top of the key, and it's Wade with the rebound.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The Cavaliers trying to make the most of their championship window. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, quote, "What I've learned is that this isn't forever. We're not invincible. You have to appreciate this because it doesn't come around too often. Not every locker room is like this." Back over to you.
Connected and driven. Allie, we appreciate the report. Cavaliers trailing. Pass to Schroeder. Back to Wade. Now Merrill. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Johnson outside. Koulibaly finds George. Here's Koulibaly. No good on the triple. Wade passes to Mitchell. Here's Tyson. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Wade gets the bucket.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
Johnson, the pass to Sarr. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Looking now at some numbers for Jarrett Allen.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Now we have a chance to see the teams that have been the NBA's best three-point shooters this month. The Cavaliers 5th.
Over the last month, that has been a big weapon for their offense. They have shot it really well from deep.
1:43 left to play in the first quarter. Harden outside. Takes the 3. Riley grabs the miss.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Pass to Gill. Here's Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Displaying superb leaping ability. Russell's electric in the air for someone his size.
Now Merrill. The three connects from three-point range.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Pass to Tomlin. And the layup's good off the glass. And now just a 1-point Washington lead.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. There's the pick. Here's Carrington. And the three ball is good. And the Wizards lead by 4.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Harden looking it over. Ellis outside. Back to Harden. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Harden's got 10 points in the game.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Russell high post. Here's Gill. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Trey Johnson has been leading the charge for the Wizards. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We'll return shortly. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. Carlton Carrington is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Gill. And there's Riley. And it's Vukcevic in its center.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And that one's good. Russell.
It's all about confidence at the arc. Russell shooting with aggression out of the corner.
Harden against Russell. Now, here is Harden. Defense is right there. Tomlin misses. Wizards leading by 7. To the paint. Here's Gill, and he dunks it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Will it go? Harden drops one in down low.
An offensive juggernaut. It's fun watching Harden go out and just take over.
Down low. Here's Vukcevic.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
Merrill with the ball. Ellis wide open. Drops in the tray.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. They've led by as much as 10. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Hardy, he's checked in for Gill. And here's Harden. A 23-point game for him in the win against Sacramento. Cleveland moving it around. Swiped away. Out left to the wing. Now here's Hardy. He's defended by Merrill. Pass to Russell. Shot clock at 5. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Vucevic has got 5.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
Now, here is Harden. 12 points for him. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And that's now 6 points for Ellis.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Russell with it, guarded by Harden. The shot from the low post is good. Russell's got his 3rd basket of the night.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Cleveland. And then for Washington, Champagne's checked in. And it's Keyshawn George in for Hardy. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Harden outside. And Merrill has it in the corner. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
A heady pass by the Beard, finding his teammate for the triple.
Here's Carrington. He has 5. Pass to Vucevic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. In the corner, George with it for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
And the fact that they did all of that on the road was really impressive.
And for Harden, finishing through contact is just part of the job description. He gets bodied up almost every time he takes it inside.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Fires for 3. And Vucevic pulls it down. Wizards leading by 5. And you watch Bub Carrington, you know, Tim, for a young player, he has got a real feel for this game.
Yeah, Kevin, he quickly processes things out there. He's got great anticipation at both ends. And I'll tell you what, he's just getting started.
And then slams it in.
And it's in Larry Nance Jr.'s blood. Remember, his dad, Larry Sr., won the first ever dunk contest.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Alexander Saw, he's checked in for Washington. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level, but you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Now, here's Mitchell, and that one drops.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Outside, George. They set the pick. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
Allen's checked in for Nance. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Pass to Tyson. From deep, Harden. There's Harden training to 3.
Oh, the rare catch and shoot from Harden, showing it's still in his bag.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, I just don't think right now they're doing a good enough job of hunting the right mismatches.
And we can look quickly at a group of rookies having a very good run, the top scoring first-year players in the NBA for the past 10 games. 4th, Alex Sarr.
That's just an impressive scoring run. And guys, I don't think he's done. He's got a lot more where that came from.
Now Carrington. 5 points in the game. Koulibaly with the screen for George. The Wizards with another miss.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
To the middle. Here's Mitchell. It's deflected.
Sharp defensive instincts from the rookie. Sarr using those long arms to knock that one away.
Here's Carrington. To the wing right side. 5 on the clock. Pass to Koulibaly. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Now, here's Mitchell. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. Harden, that's good.
And that's what makes Harden so tough to contain. He can hurt you at all 3 levels and gets them from the mid-range on that one.
Washington has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Back to Carrington. The Wizards working the ball around now. Over to the wing. Fires the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Carrington's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, with that size, it's easy for Sarr to see right where the rock needs to go.
Wade outside. Pass to Mitchell. It's up a 3. It's hauled in by George.
Oh, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Beyond the arc. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
Now, here's Wade. Wade sets the pick for Harden. Harden will not be denied.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Wizards leading by 4. Pass to Koulibaly. Here's Champagnie. Out to the right wing. And a wide open look for Sarr. Does not find the basket. His 3rd miss. He's made just 1 so far. Allen drives in. And then Allen slams it in.
The drive from Allen is terrific. It shows a force and speed that gets him where he wants to go.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Tim, at one point, your dream was to play professional baseball. Why did you switch?
Kevin, it really came down to this. Hit a growth spurt when I was 14 years old, and I decided to go try this basketball thing that first year in high school. As it turns out, what I fell in love with, I didn't need anybody else to get better. I had an insatiable work ethic. It lent itself to hours and hours on the basketball court by myself.
That is such an interesting perspective. Johnson outside. Clock at 6. Shot from 12. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Cleveland. They've had a great season and will look to extend that into the playoffs. And, of course, the Wizards just need to take it a game at a time. Shot clock at 4.
And love to see the effort from Mitchell at the defensive end, getting a hand up and challenging that shot.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Johnson. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
The Wizards have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And Cleveland making a change here. Schroeder's checked in. That's good from Johnson. Here's Schroeder. Still scoreless. Pass to Mitchell. Lets the 3 fly. Johnson with the rebound.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Wade, a screen on George. Here's Tyson. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Schroeder against Johnson for the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Johnson's got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Whenever he gets that close to the hoop, he finishes with authority.
Washington with the ball, following the score by Cleveland. Pass to Johnson. Up and in on the layup. Johnson's got 26 points.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Here's Tyson. Back to Schroeder. Cleveland moving the ball around. At the elbow, it's Allen. Pass to Tyson. Offline with his 3. Wizards leading by 8. 44 seconds left in the second quarter. Johnson for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And here is Mitchell. Wade feeling it out a bit. Here's Tyson, defended by George. Allen with the screen for Schroeder. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Johnson inside. From down in the low post, it goes. And now a 10-point Washington lead. And so it's the Washington Wizards with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And their 3-point shooting has paved the way for them. Right back after this break.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings.
You know, right now, for the Wizards, they haven't looked intimidating thus far. The hunger to improve just isn't there. That worries you. I'm starting to feel that this team needs a culture change.
And switching gears now to that first half, what a difficult start for the Cavaliers.
I mean, it's pretty simple. More rebounds, more opportunities. Right now, they're getting crushed on the glass, Shaq.
From where I'm sitting, I don't see the energy, and I do not see the effort.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. You know, Trey Johnson has been exceptional here, guys.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
Wade out there with Allen. Then it's Harden. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Tyson in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Koulibaly. Johnson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Yes, that goes in.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Tim, one thing about the NBA, there is never a shortage of exciting young players to watch and cover. Who are you excited about in watching them grow and take it from this point forward?
Find the lanes.
Well, I love 2 big lead guards. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Cade Cunningham certainly come to mind. Both of those guys are established stars in this league, and yet there is still so much more they can add to their games. The sky is the limit.
And they seem to have the right attitude. Am I right in your assessment?
They are guys that everybody wants to play with. They're mature as leaders as well.
Here's Tyson. Wade with no one around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Wade's got 6.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
From the arc. Shot by Champagnie, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Wade kicks to Harden. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. No good. Washington shooting around 60% of the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Unloads from 13. And it's Tyson with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Allen. Here's Tyson. Now, here's Wade from deep. Rebound, Washington. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside. Now, Koulibaly. Here's Tyson. Covered by Sarr. Pass to Harden. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And this is Harden's specialty. One of the best in the league at drawing contact, and yet still able to convert.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Two minutes into the second half of play now. Koulibaly with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Johnson outside. Good D by Harden.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
Mitchell looking it over. Pass to Tyson. And it's Wade in the corner from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. Here's Champagnie. And here is Johnson, guarded by Harden. And again, Washington, no good.
This is definitely not how they envisioned starting the second half.
Pass to Tyson. Harden against Koulibaly. Here's Tyson. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
In order to cut into a lead the way that they have, you must be outstanding on both ends.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA in blocks. Alex Sarr is second.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Now Koulibaly. Johnson outside. 5 to shoot. And here's George for 3. Harden grabs the miss. Harden's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Back to Harden. Floats one. Oh, that's blocked.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
And Koulibaly gets it to go.
Works that one inside nicely.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Johnson against Harden. Harden takes the hit, but still connects.
How about the effort from Harden, pushing past the contact inside?
Koulibaly with it. Johnson up top, guarded by Harden. Johnson against Harden. Johnson, good. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Here's Harden. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Rebound, Washington. Johnson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Sarr with the screen on Harden. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Leaps for it, and it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Sarr. Here's Harden. He's got 26. And here is Mitchell. Puts up a deep 3. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got 7 rebounds in the game. And Tim, watching Alex Sarr, it's clear he can be a defensive game changer.
Well, his versatility is what jumps out at you, Kevin. Able to guard the three-point line and protect the rim. He's everything you want in a shot blocker. Timing, length, and verticality.
Now, here's Mitchell. Wade outside, fires from deep. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists tonight.
Excellent pass from Mitchell. His teammates are so fortunate to have a guy to make them better.
Here's Johnson. 33 points for him. And another miss by Washington.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't. Unreal.
Oh, man, what a play by Allen. He really packs a punch.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Washington's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. George sets a screen. Champagnie off target with his three. Cleveland's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Koulibaly against Mitchell. Allen controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Allen's got it all tied up now for the Cavs.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And now the big question, can they sustain the momentum?
And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 17-6 run. Wade outside. Back to Harden for the lead. And Sarr pulls it down.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Pass to George. Johnson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Mitchell comes up with the rebound. For Cleveland, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Harden kicks to Wade. Back to Harden. Puts up a deep three. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. The Wizards with the lead. On the wing, Johnson shoots the three. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got 7 rebounds in the game. Harden bounce pass. Here's Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell's so good inside.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Koulibaly with a screen on Harden. Harden against Johnson. Here's the teardrop. Good D by Harden.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
Right wing. For the lead, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And just so difficult to guard the beard without fouling. Harden is constantly seeking out contact.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And what's remarkable is how complete Harden's game is. Making shots or making passes, he can create points in a number of ways.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Johnson right side. And he banks in the layup. Johnson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And here's Harden for 3. And Vukcevic pulls it down. The Wizards shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. 1:53 left to play in the third. Pass to Tomlin. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Tomlin's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Riley. He drains the quick shot. Riley's got his first bucket in this one.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Now here's Harden, and he has 28 points for the game.
And one of the top scorers in the game. Harden has an innate gift for creating his shot.
Russell against Harden. And that's a foul called on Keon Ellis. That's his first foul. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Cleveland. George is checked in for Washington. We've got 1:08 left here in the third quarter. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Cavaliers. Pass to Merrill. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Ellis has got the lead up to 3 now for the Cavs.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Here's Vukcevic. 7 points in the game. Russell passes to Riley. And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. Here is Russell. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. 4 on the clock.
And they aren't giving up the same types of looks we saw in the first half, making them earn their points now.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. That shot wide open. And it's a 6-point Cavalier lead.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Hey, yo, right here.
Pass to Carrington. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
James Harden getting it done for the Cavaliers. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We come back right after this. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Taking a look at the Wizards. They've got Keyshawn George, D'Angelo Russell out there with Carlton Carrington. And there's Riley. And it's Vukcevic in at the center position. Nance dishes to Harden. There's the 3. Ellis can't get it to go. Wizards trail by 6. And George kicks to Russell. Wizards passing it around. Riley passes it to Russell. Over Harden. And Russell gets it to go.
It's nice to see Russell's discipline. Stays patient and earns the shots he gets.
Pass to Harden. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Rebound, Washington. Here is Riley. And here's Russell. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And having added strength to his wiry frame, Russell able to convert through contact there and draw the foul.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. They lead by 1. Ellis dishes to Harden. Pass to Tomlin. Nance outside. Here's Harden. Just 5 on the clock. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Outside, George. Outside, Russell to take the lead. Tomlin with the rebound. Cleveland. They've gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. Chalk up 2 there. Harden's got 32 points in the game.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now, here is Russell. Now, Carrington. Pass to Vukcevic. The Wizards with another miss. The Cavaliers leading by 3. To the inside. Deflects the pass. Merrill gets the bucket.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Here's Carrington. Russell left side. Pass to Riley. Now Carrington. Here is Riley. Lets it go with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
Well, that is a big bucket. A very important possession.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. A different look now for Cleveland. Ryan is checked in for Nance. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Ellis. And a switcher also for Washington. Sar's checked in for Riley. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for a renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Now, here is Harden. Pass to Tomlin. For 3, Mitchell. And Mitchell drills the 3.
His first 3 of the game. Maybe that gets him going from out there.
Now Carrington. Back to Russell. Back to Carrington. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Cleveland leading by 5. Down low, here's Bryant. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
Here's Russell. Sarr trying to get open. Russell with the bucket. Russell's got 7 now in this quarter. And it's Harden with the ball for Cleveland. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Sarr's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Now, here is Russell. Back to Sarr. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And now, just a 3-point Cavalier lead.
That's where you want Sarr doing his work offensively. He is a tough cover in the paint.
Russell against Harden. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Cool in the corner, Mitchell.
And he was non-existent from 3 in the first half. Now he's changing the narrative.
Russell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Sarr. Outside Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Over Harden. And it's Russell missing. Cleveland leading by 6. Here's Tomlin. There's a screen. And here's Harden for 3. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Russell passes to George. And George gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's just his first turnover of the game. For the most part, he's been very reliable.
Washington making some changes. Champagne's checked in. And it's Koulibaly in for Carlton Carrington. Cavaliers have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Now, here's George. Here's Champagnie. Nailed from three-point land.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Pass to Mitchell. Out to the wing. Here's Tyson. His three-pointers off the mark. Saw the pass to Johnson. Sarr in the post. Wade is covering. Sarr gets the bucket.
Physical defense, but the strength training already kicking in for Sarr.
Pass to Merrill. Here's Tyson. Harden left side. Now Merrill. Here's Tyson. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And that one's good. Champagnie.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Mitchell with it. Pass to Merrill. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 4th assist in this one.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Here's Champagnie. Back to Koulibaly. Johnson against Harden. The 3 from George. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mitchell's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Tyson. And Dean Wade gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Jared Allen's checked in for Sam Merrill.
Number 31, Jared Allen.
Wizards trail by 7. Now Koulibaly. Johnson outside. Launches it. Drains it from beyond the arc. Johnson's got 40 points.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Harden finds Mitchell. Cavaliers moving the ball around. Allen passes to Mitchell. Lobbed up there for Allen. Good work there as it goes. And the Cavaliers lead by 6. Washington has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He knows every possession is critical now.
And the line is set to get Keefe.
Here's Koulibaly. Outside George. He drills the 3.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Allen outside. Here's Harden. Wade outside. Harden outside. Puts up the 3. Harden from way outside.
Really the best result they could have hoped for on that possession. They get back all 3 points they just gave up and are close to putting this thing out of reach.
Johnson, 2 points. That one goes.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possession.
2 minutes.
Now, here is Harden.
2 minutes.
Now Wade. Allen surveying the D. Oh, softly lays it in.
Not much else you can do. Sometimes Allen is going to score no matter how you defend it.
Johnson lays it in off the window.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
Yep, that's going to go in.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Johnson fires 9 feet out, and it's good.
The defense has no answer for him right now.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. And here's Harden. Count the basket.
One of the best closers in our game. James Harden coming up big.
Sarr with the screen on Harden. Johnson with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Harden pulls it down. And it's Harden with the ball for Cleveland. They've led by as many as 11 points. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Johnson, second, first team foul.
Now Wade finishes inside on the nice dish.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Now, here's Johnson. That one is good.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Johnson, third, second team foul. At the line for your Cavaliers, James Harden, 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Nearly impossible trying to guard Harden. He has it all. One of the best penetrators in our game.
And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Johnson can't get it to go. The Cavaliers on offense. And Cleveland can just let the clock run down here. Harden outside. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce. She's standing by with our player of the game.
James, this team seems to be clicking. What's been the key lately?
We're just more aggressive. Guys are getting it, and we're playing much harder. It's a good win for us. Continue to build and continue to keep our swag up. Great team effort for us.
It's up to you to keep them aggressive. Congrats on the win.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, James Harden.